So the energy coming through, guys, is for someone who gets guidance from their spiritual guides, okay, from your spiritual team. And it's got to do with your heart being a gateway. Welcome to Angie Baby Intuitive. Thank you for joining for your collective message. It's an absolute pleasure to have you all here. I love, appreciate, and welcome each and every one of you. I was going to start with these, but we're going to pull these in a minute, only because of the heart thing. Like, it was just pretty specific message coming through. So what was that? Embrace the flow of life. I love it. And that is, wow, I just got then, this is what happens with you. Oh, embrace the flow of life. Shine. Attend to the details. It's so weird. We've also got release control and be weird, real, be weird. I love that. For some of you, you may be perceived as being a little bit weird, but you embrace that. But be real and clear your mind. Clear your mind and keep your heart open. That's going front and center right here. Embrace the flow of life. Attend to the details. Shine. Release control. Be real. Be weird. Clear your mind and keep your heart open. So I get like the information, what was coming through is that what they tell you is that your heart is a gateway. And the purpose of it is energy from this world that you take in, like distorted frequency, distorted energy that you take in is released, released back in our home frequency, our inner God frequency, okay, a divine frequency. For some of you, you know this, but there is this need for you just to go with the flow of what you feel and what you receive, and also to keep your mind clear and keep your heart open. So it could just be a case just now that the distortion that you feel, there's a difference between visualizing that, no, not visualizing, it's receiving that distorted energy and letting it affect your human emotions, or understanding the flow through your heart, okay? Also a need here to release control. You know, be weird, okay? The fact that that came out, that tells me that there are moments where you are just open and free and easy, and like there is this flow that happens through you. But sometimes, and we're all not guilty of it, but we all deal with it, where these earthly emotions and frequencies compound and compound and compound to the point where we sort of shut down, especially if you're an empath, right? Because you feel like you feel like it's your duty to not save everybody, but to create a different frequency, okay, here on earth. You're not alone in this journey, first of all. That's what you need to know. But sometimes, anyway, we're getting back to you, it gets a little bit difficult and a bit much, and you tend to sort of to shut off, put on that shut off valve, right? Attend to the details for me is like there's just these little tweaks that you need to do in order to be the gateway that your guides tell you that you are. For some of you, you might not even receive the messages clearly, or you can't differentiate between your own thoughts and the guidance coming through. I do get, though, that you are somebody that talks to your guides, like you're in constant contact. Anytime you need guidance or support or answers to anything, you're talking with your guides, with your spiritual team. It's important to keep your mind clear. I just cannot believe that keep your heart open came out. It's just beautiful. Like all of these, actually. I'm getting it's not full. It's not like someone's having a conversation with you. You're given pieces of information, whether it be in dreams or meditation or just randomly, okay? You feel like sentences just go bloop out of nowhere, or not sentences, sorry, but guidance, words, or whatever it is. But I don't get that they're sentences. Sorry, that was what I was sort of pointing towards. And you find it difficult to sort of piece together the meaning of what bits that you get, if that makes sense. I'm getting that you're also told that there's not only one earth on this earth. That's weird. Okay. Clarity. It may I love it. Alchemist, and that is exactly what you are. This could have come through Dark Night of the Soul here. It could have been since you were a child, and it's illuminated to you. But what is really catching my attention here is time and communication with intuition and alchemy, because that is literally what you do. For some of you, you came to the point after going through an awakening of some sort, like one of your awakenings. It could have been a really deeply felt, like one of the deepest awakenings or soul transformations that you've gone through yet, okay? Shedding that version of yourself, a particular version of yourself. That could have been a really hard lesson. That period, that version of yourself that you were shedding was one of the hardest, versions that you've had to live through, and one of the hardest versions that you had to release to move forward. Dark Night of the Soul. Beautiful. So, creativity, clarity, emotion. Creativity, I mean, you could be a creative person here, okay? You could be into the arts or music or something along those lines, but more to the point of what I'm getting is your heart as the gateway is the creation, is God's creation, is God's frequency, home frequency, call it what you want, divine frequency, God's frequency. That is the creation. That is the creativity there, because you take in the distorted energy and you release it as God frequency, home frequency. I'm not going to keep going into that, but when I say that, you're going to know what I mean. You're being urged here to really clear your mind and keep your first of all, to be yourself. Don't be scared to be that quirky, weird self of yours, because that has a lot to do with why you were able to be this gateway, okay, this frequency gateway. Transmutation. I don't even know what that means. Let's look up. Well, I do. Transmute, right? Changing. So, yeah, I do know what it means. But let me just have a little look just to be sure. Transmutation. several different things. Well, there you go, lucky. Oh, alchemy. It refers to changing one substance into another, especially the legendary idea of turning lead into gold. In modern nuclear physics, transmutation is the conversion of one chemical element or isotope into another. In psychology or spirituality, it can mean transforming emotions, energy, or personal traits into a different form. Well, that is just absolutely amazing, because that is exactly. In fiction and games like Full Metal Alchemist, it often refers to magical or scientific matter transformation. Wow. Okay, so yeah, transmutation, there you go. That's what your heart is a gateway for, gateway. So alchemy is coming out. Beautiful. Intuition, communication, time. You're a very spiritually gifted person. You are very intuitive, okay? It's not only intuitive, like you talk with your people. They bring you clarity on what it is that you receive through your intuition and communication, okay? They send you the clarity. And if they haven't, they're going to, because at the beginning it was like, oh, you need to clear your mind and keep it clear and da-da-da. It's time. I just got then, don't be, it was a little bit blurry, but don't be disappointed, but don't be worried or disappointed, or don't stress the little things, okay? Look, don't be disappointed if you don't fully take on board what it is that you receive yet, okay? Clarity is coming. It takes time. It takes time. When the time is right. Amazing. Okay, let's get one of these, just out of curiosity. Immediately I thought, oh, you know what? Perfect cards. Oh, thank you. Joy, you delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. There's that weird side of you. Absolutely amazing. We've got creativity also underneath that. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. And this is actually what this whole thing is about. Like, you are, look, chosen, elevation. Wow, you are chosen to bring that frequency, to raise that frequency, to elevate, if you will, that frequency, and you can't even make it up. You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. And this is through guidance of your spirit guides. We've got priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. Purpose, you possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. And patience, you are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. Flow. Patience, time. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. Wow. This is what you do through your heart. Again, I'm loving the cards that are coming out. Show us what we need to see. Oh. Thank you. Didn't quite, oh, there we go. I was going to say it didn't quite come out, but it did flip, so we're taking it. Oh. I don't even think I need to go into this. It's pretty evident, it speaks for itself. This is the deep wisdom that is like afforded to you, like that you receive. It's illuminated to you. There is a need here to stay balanced, okay? Centering yourself, staying balanced, clearing your mind. There's no point just rushing in, you know, gung-ho and being overwhelmed with lots of different ideas and lots of different emotions and la la la, right? This is the importance here. I'm gonna show us the clarifier. Thank you. I didn't even have to. Sevens. I'm going to put these ones up here. Oh, God. There is definitely a need here to grow and nurture and then also protect your energy, okay? For a constant flow, to be fully aligned, okay, with what comes through to you. And there is also a need to listen. Clear your mind and listen. I'm going to come back to the fact that, you know, sometimes there can be teachings, right? And we become stuck in those particular perceptions or teachings or outlooks or brainwashing or learnings like what we've learnt, okay? We get stuck in those particular limitations, I'm going to call them, of how it is supposed to be, how you might receive, what you've got to do in order to receive. But what's being asked of you now is to step outside of that. It's not indoctrination, but this is just what came through to my mind then, but I don't mean it in that sense. But maybe in order for you to understand what I mean, it's going to come out in that manner. So to step outside of of what we've learned, let's say it that way, okay, in order for you to open your mind up to the possibilities of new ways of doing things. Because when we're stuck in that one frame mind, we might miss things because it doesn't come in the way that you thought, or the way that you believed, or the way that you've been taught. I don't know, that could be specific for someone, okay? Oops, I'm just gonna silence that, sorry. That could be confirmation for someone right there, okay, that bing, that it hits, okay? That could hit somebody. That could be a specific message for someone. I reckon you've been shown or told, or you've seen, you know, on this one planet, on this earth, there are different worlds running at the same time. And I'm not talking about timelines, okay? I'm talking about like literally different worlds running at the same time. Well, they could be timelines, I guess. I'm sort of getting that they're different than timelines. Take this as it resonates. We've got the world. Different worlds operating in the one world, okay? Even the circles inside of here, there are your guides have communicated to you that there are different worlds operating at the same time on this planet. Almost, well, there you go. Okay, realities all stacked together. Realities, all these are different realities. And they may even run on different emotions, right? But they all correlate together. So you've got fear for the people who fear. You've got a numb world for the people who sort of operate on autopilot type thing. Survival, where you're just kept so busy that you cannot get in touch with your spiritual side. Then there are other, you know, higher frequency ones. But could definitely run on emotions here. We had emotions come out, and that was what I sort of looked at. Okay, let's pull some. Checkmate could be relevant for someone. As in chess, checkmate. All right. I'm getting same street, same sky, different frequencies. Messages from your guides. Keep your mind clear. Stay balanced. Don't let distractions get in the way, okay, or confuse your own spiritual gifts, your own choices of that you know. When you're receiving guidance from your spirit guides here, don't overthink it. Don't let distractions confuse your choices. There's a need here to go with the flow. As we had come out in the beginning. And whenever you're asked to transform and move forward, okay, last night we done the reading on the versions, whenever you're guided towards transforming yet again, it's, you know, follow it, don't resist it. I just got then, but I'm comfortable where I am, you know, I like where I am. No, you need to go with it. Also, the death could be that you as the gateway taking in the distortion and releasing the frequency of God, right? That cycle of life and death, taking in the distortion, releasing the divine. It's like you're deeply emotional as you are, deeply not emotional, but you hold emotions deeply, you feel very deeply, right? This is just you, you're very highly spiritually attuned, you believe in the balance of all things, you believe in the oneness, you believe in love, okay, which was pretty evident with the cards that we had come out here. But your heart isn't only for your, this is what they tell you, is not only, and I know we're reiterating here, but it's coming through now, so it isn't only for feeling, and you don't only hold emotion there. It is a gateway, and it sort of takes in the music, the frequency, the emotions of whatever world you're standing in that version of yourself. You know, it takes in the frequency. Even replacing, it does, it replaces. Two of Pentacles again. Page of Cups again. Two of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. You may have 3 guides, or you've got 2 guides who sort of guide you, okay? Because we've got the Page of Cups again. This is what you do. You take in the distortion at your center, your heart, and you transform it, and you release God energy, the truth, the true home divine energy. This I reckon it'd be more like the Two of Cups, but I mean, sorry, well, it could be the Two of Cups. I meant the Ace of Cups. And this is what you do. And the communication with your spirit guides even, okay? It's like you work in partnership with your spirit guides. to bring change. And it is your mission. It's fated. This is fated for you. Fated. Contracts, commitment, career. Amazing. Present abundant gratitude. Maybe that's what they mean by clearing your mind and being real, staying in this present moment and being grateful, you know, for it. That just keeps that flow of life, right? Being in the present moment, and it keeps your mind clear because you're not worried about what happened in the past and you're not worried about what's going to happen in the future here. And this is definitely like a commitment thing here. It's like a contract that you made. This is your role. This is your, you know, call it however you want, but this is your role. And integration, union. Like you're in partnership with your spirit guides here, and they guide you towards this path that you're on. Again, I'm going to go back to feeling overwhelmed because you being an empath, right? You may, oh God, look at what was here. When I was talking about the ace, I didn't even notice that until just then. But I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, being an empath. So being an empath, it may get overwhelming, like, how am I going to do this on my own? Number one, you need to know you're not alone. Number two, you've got your spiritual team. You've got what it takes. You've got the heart. Your heart is the gateway for this, specifically born for this, or specifically made for this, specifically when we spoke in the beginning, created for this, okay? All right? By God, it's led. But it isn't to fight every single dark thing that you come across. It's not that. Like you... There's a lot of good consciousness too that sort of that you take in as well. It's not all dark, okay? It's not all negative. Show us what we need to see. In a sense, what I'm getting is that it's a thing of working together, okay, with others that are... others that... wow. Others that are on the same journey as you are. Judgment. Oh, God. I'm putting these to the side for a second. We've got death again, transformation again. The first card that came out is, and automatically what I got from that is just expelling the dark energies, but you transmute it first, right? You change the energy, okay? But also you have other positive energies that sort of work with you. So if you're taking in positive energies as well, or light energies from consciousness that is already at that certain level, okay, I'm not saying the highest frequency yet, but consciousness that is already at a certain high frequency level, You may have already been told that there has been a change, right, in consciousness. And it is that collective consciousness. I don't know, it helps you in some way. It helps to, you know, it helps your role, it helps your role in some way. It's like after it is changed, you emit this back out. And it's not only your changing the frequency, it is a collective frequency that has also entered through your gateway and comes back out as, you know, home frequency. But you're wise. I just pictured the hermit. You reflect the truth back out. The healing frequency even. See, it's a compilation of we've got the awakening coming through here, but also like, you know, judgment. They're not judged. You're not judged. This is just how it is. This is your calling. This is, oh. What happened there? Hang on, guys. I've lost my light. That is freaking confirmation if I've ever seen one. I think our power might have gone out for a second. Oh, it definitely has. Oh, you definitely cannot see a thing. Going to get this finished like this. There we go. Where can I put it? I can put it. There we go. That's good enough. Oh, where was I? This is your calling. This is your calling. You have a deep understanding. You have information from your spirit guides. You know that you gain that knowledge from your spirit guides here. And look at even, you know, going from black and white, you know what I mean? All right, I think her power's back on. Yay! Someone's just gone out and put it back on. Where's my switch? Beautiful. Okay, turn that off. There we go. You're learning to sort of take things on, but leave what is detrimental to your own energy, okay? You're starting to recognize what to leave behind and what to take on board. and you understand that this is your purpose, but you work with your spirit guides here. Okay, now I wonder if we pulled from these. Yes, we did. Okay, yeah, let's get some of these. I love that we've gotten a different one. I absolutely love that. Okay, in my defenselessness, my safety lies. It is not danger that comes when defenses are laid down. It is safety, it is peace, it is joy, and it is God. Well, we did have at the beginning here, you know, go with the flow, and I forget what the other one was. Release control. I'm entrusted with the gifts of God. You can wait, delay, paralyze yourself, or reduce your creativity almost to nothing, but you cannot abolish it. All right, well, that wasn't a new one. I thought it was a new one. I am entrusted with the gifts of God. In my defenselessness, my safety lies. It's like releasing control to your spirit guides here, okay? You're not crazy. When you hear these messages come through, man, you are not crazy. And you are entrusted with the gifts of God. Like, this is fated. This is your calling. You have this ability, okay? Rather than gifts, okay, because we all have it, but you have the ability, and that is because your heart is open. Basically, in a nutshell, if we don't want to beat around the bush, like, your heart sends out God frequency where after it takes in the distortion of frequency from wherever, and it works. I love that it's coming through so clearly now, and it works in relation with other collective who are on the same pathway as you. I'm getting that you also get information here that this is humanity's job. This is what all of humanity are supposed to do. Cloak of protection, let love in. Healing the heart. Where do you stop? So we're going to go with these ones. Jeremy will call back your power. Forgiveness is about no longer allowing someone or something to affect your state of happiness. It doesn't mean you have to forget the past or avoid a situation entirely. Right now, you are being encouraged to take your power, your light, and your capacity to make a decision back into your own hands. By taking back what is yours, you also command respect from those around you. So keep your mind clear could be in regards to that, like not getting distracted. Don't get distracted by what is around you. The Miriam. This is a sacred time of healing. In order for you to feel whole once more, it's essential for you to reclaim all the lost parts of yourself. Call back all aspects of yourself, all gifts and talents that you have been forced to hide or repress. By unleashing these tender aspects of your deeper self, you allow your heart to rebuild and strengthen. And faith, cloak of protection, you are protected. The worst is behind you. We were talking earlier about the last version of yourself that you sort of went through. That could be when you started to speak with your spirit guides, okay? Or this could be something that you've done from a young age, okay? Because we've got call back your power and we've got healing the heart. So reclaim all parts of yourself. Reclaim forgiveness. Take your power and your light back, and your capacity to make a decision back into your own hands. So for some of you, it is something that you've gone through childhood. I forget what we were... I think you know what I mean, because I've already said it. And for some of you, after the last awakening that you went through, that we spoke about earlier, that was the hardest version to live in this earthly realm, could be one of those other worlds, you know, world of fear or world of whatever it might be, self-judgment or whatever it might be. And that was one of the hardest that you had to go through, and hardest transitions into that next version of yourself. And that next version of yourself was entrusted, okay, with these abilities, with these gifts of God. So for some of you anyway, the spirit guides, if that's the point I was making before I go rambling on, but for some of you from a young age you've had the spirit guides, and for others of you it's something that you developed in the last dark night or awakening that you went through, because it was a hard one. You were protected, the worst is behind you, and you, wow, okay, you were protected, the worst is behind you, and you were ready to move beyond the challenges that you have been facing. You are safe now. Oh my goodness, someone needs to hear this. What did I say about the awakening? What message came through? This is, man. Let go of the old and stop waiting for history to repeat itself, for you are in a new time in which you can create your own story and begin living it. If you feel you are stepping into the unknown, know that your angel is holding your hand, leading you on. Your spirit guides. You can't even make this stuff up, can you? Doesn't it just blow your mind? Blows my mind. And to you it might be, you know, healing, like having a life of like healing other people or helping other people, and and then you still push love out into the world, but that's been your process, okay, for some of you, or this is the new process that you're going through. And when you look at what you do, you go, oh, you know, it is what it is. I like helping people. No, your role is much deeper than that. You've got no idea. Your role goes well beyond that. It is much deeper than that. You are a part of the reason that consciousness in the last 10 to 15 years has sort of been building. You may have been doing consciously, you may have been doing it unconsciously, but when you think about what you do for humanity and other people, you are like, oh my God. Focused intention, light activation, love it. Divine alchemy, and that inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. That was coming out in those cards. Connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. Like, that's probably not your message because you already do. Diana, focused intention. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcome. Light activation. Share your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Yes, they are. It's called your spiritual team. Holy amethyst, divine alchemy, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. Yeah, look, this is what you've just gone through. You've gone through that already, that change. Oh, thank you. Ooh. Maybe it was the Two of Cups before, because it just came out. We've got the High Priestess coming out again with the Ace of Swords and the Hermit. Man. Whew. You've needed to defend yourself in the past, but no, we're not concentrating on that, okay? It's a matter of like protecting your energy. You're protected, actually, from the distortion and the confusion and the illusions. Like, you are a natural born leader. Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups, High Priestess, Ace of Swords, the Hermit. this could have been something that you've carried through from past life. This could have been like your soul mission, okay, throughout lifetimes. Also, you may know about these other worlds that you've been to, timelines, you can call them whatever you want to. But you may not have knowledge of those, like from your spirit guides, okay? Sorry, am I reading that wrong? Oh, Six of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Am I okay? I think it's the Six of Cups. The Six of Pentacles is that give and take, right? It is. Two of Cups, your spirit guides. It's the flow. This is the flow that flows through you, man. From your spirit guides. You receive the information. They give you the information here, your spirit guides. They give you the hidden knowledge. They give you the truth, and they give you the wisdom to be able to accomplish your mission. And you're protected from illusions, all the crap, right? You lead. You're a leader with a beautiful big heart, and that's why you've been chosen. All right. What I'm getting right now, even though I'm looking for cards, is I'm going back to that 10 to 15 years change in people, more people questioning like the systems and stuff like that, spirituality, questioning religion and questioning belief systems in totality, not just religion. So please don't be offended. People understanding their trauma and understanding how to deal with that trauma and turn that trauma into, it's almost like you are this light activation, this guiding light, right? You show people how to divinely alchemize their traumas into light, into healing. Definitely more talk with the collective, with our consciousness, with humanity, of energy healing, intuition, you know, even understanding planetary control, waking up to that. And it's happening because hearts like yours are refusing to live in those fear worlds, the doubt worlds, the dark worlds, the survival worlds, you know. We're choosing to choosing differently. The present is coming through again, and integration. It's just crazy the way crown chakra is coming through just as we're talking about that. Abundance is coming through. People living more in the present moment. Archangel Gabriel. I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition into my life. So raising consciousness yet again. We're working with those angelic beings. Dimensional beings. We've got Archangel Michael coming out here, defending with, you know, this is real. This is real. Your own path. I follow my own unique path with courage and strength. So beautiful. In the beginning, you may be deemed weird, but you follow your own journey. Like you Oh my goodness. Even if you look at this, the two pillars, for some of you, you've got two spirit guides, I'm telling you. Look at the little white lines, you know, the white path that they're making, illuminating to you where to go, why. So your own path. We've got the healer. We've got a brown bear here. That could be significant. I'm telling you, I had a dream about my son being taken by a brown bear. So it was a horrible dream. So it's kind of weird. I think I've mentioned that before. The healer. I am loving and compassionate and able to bring healing to others. Boom. Man. Archangel Michael, I am grateful for the strength and courage Archangel Michael brings to my life. It is a compilation. You've earned your strength and you gain strength. Water Elemental, I follow my body, mind and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes in life, through the different lifetimes, the different versions, the different worlds. Okay. And divinely guided, we've got the dolphin here. Integration. I combine mind, body and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension, believe it or not. That's what this card says. You cannot even make it up. I'm going to read it again. It's number 44 too, so that might be relevant for somebody. I was just looking at the numbers, number 11, 16, 8 and 21. This is 44. Integration. I combine body, mind and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. And you can see here, oh my gosh, first of all you see the grid around the planet, okay. Second of all, you see the different worlds that are encased in here. And third of all, she's got her hands with the energy, the frequency right across where her heart is. So that's beautiful. It's just crazy. The present, I fully experience every moment of my life by living in the present. So that is also what came out. So that is just a confirmation for someone to clear your mind, stay in the present moment, clear your mind, stay in the present moment, clear your mind, stay in the present moment. Okay. And again, clear your mind, stay in the present moment, because that is when your guides are able to, well, they already come through to you. You already know this, but it's the fact of like trying to piece together what is coming through and fully understand it for those of you who don't. For those of you that fully understand and you've got full communication, awesome. You know, there's that part of the reading is not for you, but this is for the people who may struggle or need that extra guidance. Okay, we've got crown chakra. I know I am a part of source and my life is guided by divine wisdom. Man. Abundance. I am grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. And remember what we say about abundance. It's not monetary. It can be, but you've got abundance of God's abilities, his gifts, his love, his strength. You have God's frequency within you, and you're starting to make a change. Consciousness is raising now, and it is because of people like you. It's important to cleanse your self. Well, we had protection coming out. And because of other collectives that work with you in that compilation, I think it's just important for you to protect your energy. And of course, you know, for some of you, you tap into these worlds that exist, right? And it's like you find that you have to just shut those worlds out for 5 minutes in order to have a bit of a break, or sitting in prayer or silence, right? Meditation, to give your nervous system time to recalibrate and adjust back to God frequency state. happiness. Beautiful. A little quokka. Okay. The trickster. The fighter. Happiness in the middle. Ha! Different versions of yourself. You are a fighter, you know. You don't let anything sort of take you down here. But also you sitting in the middle here, surrounded by these energies. Okay, confirmation here of just, this is you in the middle. Creative inspiration. Oh my goodness. This was a creative inspiration. And we've got curiosity. No, I thought it was creativity. But Christmas beetle. Creative inspiration. Happiness. You in the center here. The reason we need you in the center here with your big heart and your beautiful gifts. All right. Yeah, let's get one of those. We might as well. I know I go crazy on the cards, but you know what? We have to get full answers, don't we? It's almost like give your heart, which is like your instrument, your work tools, okay, a reset. And that is the cleansing. It's just resetting yourself every now and then. Realize the outside world and the flow of inner emotions come and go, but you, the one who experiences these things, remain consciously aware of whatever passes before you. Well, that definitely makes sense. The one inside who is aware that you are always talking to yourself about yourself is always silent. It is a doorway to the depths of your being. Energy doesn't get old, it doesn't get tired, and it doesn't need food. What it needs is openness and receptivity. All right, we're going to bring this down to a close, guys. Someone may need to hear those. I mean, they're pretty relevant. Alright, we've got compassion and new beginnings and abundance coming out again. We've also got forgiveness underneath that. Also, I'm getting that you've lived. Wow, okay. You've lived those worlds and you emerged this is what the inspiration was like. I don't know where it is now. There we go. You emerged happier, more centered, joyful with this God frequency, okay? And that was the inspiration of having you be this heart gateway. It's like your heart, being the gateway, takes in the sound of the world that your current version is in and sends out the sound of another higher level world. I think you guys know this anyway, because you have guidance from your spirit guides. Someone may just have needed to hear this. You're a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach the success. You're innovative, creative. You are created as a creator, as a creative. Substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change. You need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. You are evolving, and that you are. I am the master of my own mind. I am ready to move forward. Beautiful. I embrace the love and power of my cherished self. I honor my divinity, and I acknowledge and express my emotions with ease and grace. This is your reading, guys. If you resonate, please pop a like on the video and share it for other collective to be able to receive this message. If you vibe with my energy or you want to become a part of our soul collective, our soul family here, subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to stay up to date with messages that come through, hit that notification bell. It is an absolute pleasure as per usual. Thank you so much for bringing your energy through to bring these messages through. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Jesus. One step at a time. One step at a time. And watch how you speak with yourself just came through then. Be kind with yourself. Watch how you talk about yourself. Those negative thoughts in your mind are the earthly thoughts entering your mind. Anything that is guidance from your spirit guides is going to be positive. If it seems negative, it is because you just need to be aware of certain things, but you will receive it in a loving way. Okay, that just came through, so someone may need to hear that. I love you guys. Keep shining.